It's inspiring moments with Kaylin. It's inspiring moments with Kaylin. Come on in. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope everyone is having a great day. I hope you are just enjoying being able to have another day to breathe, another day to be alive, another day just to be able to tell God, thank you for being able to join. I am so, so, so glad to be able to be on tonight. I did not come on yesterday for personal reasons, but I did still want to be able to show and be able to come and encourage everybody for the week because I do enjoy coming on to do this. I want to say hello to everyone who already joined. I thank you for coming on to the broadcast and being able to just indulge with me in the conversation. If you are on, I will be looking at the comments. So if you have anything that you would like to input or say or ask questions, go ahead. I am on Instagram Live tonight, and I see I have a couple viewers. Thank you for joining, and I really hope you get something from what I am going to say. But first and foremost, I do want to say thank you to every single person who is always supporting me, always watching me, and always just keeping me in your prayers, whether you are just trying to make sure everyone's good. But I do love you all so, so, so much. So if you haven't, please make sure that you go subscribe to the Kaylin's Caring Connection YouTube channel. Also, when you see that channel, make sure you turn on your post notifications and like and comment on those videos. You also can share it with those of your friends who may just need a certain topic just to be able to say hello, just be able to show that you want them to be able to be happy. Just send them something that they need to see. I have thousands of topics. Again, I've been doing this for about 3 years now, so I am so, so excited. Please also go follow the Instagram page that is at Kaylin Cares 15. You can share it with your friends and make sure that you are just able to be in the lineup and the run up of things that I'm going. You can see flyers, you can see different pictures just about what is going on with Kaylin's Caring Connection. And you can see stuff like that on Kaylin's Caring Connection Facebook page. That is just Kaylin's Caring Connection. If you type that in, you'll find it and it will pop up. And last but not least, please go check out the Kaylin's Caring Connection website. On that website, you can see the vision, the bio, because of everything that I've done. You can see every background, every backstory, just to see what I've been through with Kaylin's Care Connection, my vision behind it, why I just wanted to start my business and be able to see how I've been able to expand it and help others throughout this entire journey. Now, I do want to say I'm going to explain more about this later, but the fundraiser is still going on. So if you would like to purchase a shirt or a mask to be able to help out with that fundraiser, it is going on. So you can go check that out, but I will explain that later. So today's topic is priorities. And I chose this topic because we all have priorities in our life, and sometimes we may end up ranking things that are not supposed to be in the right spot. At the end of the day, especially as a child, especially as children, we all go through high school. We have certain priorities that we just need to take care of. We have to be able to make sure that we get certain grades that we want to achieve. We have certain goals that we set. So to be able to get to those things, you have to set those priorities in your life to be able to help you get to that better place. Now, before I get started, I do want to define what a priority is. A priority is a thing that is regarded or treated as more important. It could be a thing, it could be a person, it could be an idea, something in your life that is being regarded or treated as more important. Now, as we are going to talk about this, we all in our life, if you have any questions while I'm talking, I'm going to make sure that I'm able to see it. So you can type questions, comments, and I will make sure that I look at them. But I do want to say this when it comes to priorities. If it's important to you, you will find a way. If it's not, then you'll find an excuse. It's that simple. That's the basis behind a priority. If you have a high priority, meaning that something is really important in your life, whether that's your religion, whether that's what you believe in, whether that's what you like to wear, something that's of a higher importance. And if you really love that thing, if you really truly think that is important, then you definitely are going to find a way to be able to get wherever you want. Now, if you don't see it as something super important, you're not always going to make time out. You're not always going to set aside that time to be able to perfect something, whether it's an practice that you do, if you're trying to learn how to play an instrument, or if you're trying to learn how to get into a medicine program, if you're trying to have certain people in your life. Sometimes they're on a higher priority than others. Sometimes your family, your close friends just happen to be on a higher list, but we have to be able to distinguish between good things that should be on our priority list and bad things. And the thing is, most of us spend our time on what is urgent, what is most precedent in our life, and not enough time on what is important. Sometimes we're always trying to say, oh, I have to do this because that is what I'm supposed to be doing. That's what somebody is telling me to do. But if it's not important to you, why do it? Especially when it comes to thinking, like an example is when you're going throughout school. If your parents are trying to say, oh, you're going to be a doctor. Oh, you want to be a doctor, but that's not important to you. You should have a conversation with them. Tell them that that's not really on your priority list. Maybe you want to be a dancer. Maybe you want to play an instrument. Maybe you want to be a architect. Maybe you want to be a doctor. You have to be able to see and go for your goals, but that all starts off with priorities. And a lot of times we find out making excuses saying, oh, I don't have time to perfect this. I don't have time to meet with this person. I don't have time to do certain things. But it's not about having time. It's about making time. If you truly believe in something, if you really think it's important to you in your life, you're going to make time for that thing. You're going to make sure that that thing or that person is okay. And sometimes we go throughout our lives, people always feel like they're entitled to being on your priority list or being your number one priority. But if somebody, let me put it like this, if somebody is on your priority list as your top 10, but on theirs, you're their number 5 or you're their number 6, if you are lower and y'all are not on the same priority, then it's time to make a change. Because sometimes you have those people who feel like, oh, every time they need something, you're gonna be there. Every time you need them to do something, you're there, you're gonna do it. But if they don't do the same thing for you, first of all, that's not a good friend. Another thing is that shows that you're not that important to them. It's both ways. If you think something is really important to you, I promise you, like I said in the beginning, you will make time for it. And make sure that your actions, behaviors live up to and reflect the words and behaviors, ideas, promises, and commitments that come out of your mouth. Every word that you say, everything that comes out of your mouth matters. If you say you're gonna be what you want to be, then you're gonna do it. Your words are very important, no matter how much you think they don't. Because a lot of the times the things that pushes you to those places are your words or other people's words, people encouraging you, people supporting you. So if you have something that's really important to you, Make sure you're saying those declarations. I can, I will be this, I will be that. But you have to make sure, especially also when you have those friends, if you know that they are not your number one priority, but you don't want to hurt their feelings or don't want to do anything, just be honest. I promise you, honesty helps with everything. And I'm not perfect at it, but I am getting better. Honesty does help because you can't keep pretending that somebody's your friend. You can't keep pretending that you want them in your life when they don't care a single part about you. You have to be able to do what you have to do to be able to make sure that you succeed and that those that are important to you and around you succeed. Now, a lot of us, including me, we all have times where we feel like something has to be done. But sometimes we always want to be able to say, well, I want to go to this party or I want to be able to make it to college. I want to be able to be free. But at the end of the day, anything that you want, anything that you really want to come after you, you have to make time for that. You have to actually put forth action, put forth your words, and actually do what you have to do. When it comes to school, none of us really want to go. None of us really want to go through all 13 years of learning, taking tests, doing all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you have to do what you have to do before you can do what you want to do. You're not always going to be able to dip out and say, oh, I'm going to hang out with my friends at the mall. You're not always going to have time to be able to say that you are going to be able to have fun or party. You're going to have those nights where you have to study. You're going to have those times where you're going to have to bounce back. That's just like in life. Those certain people that are in your life that may try to bring you down or that may want to hinder you, sometimes you're going to have to say no to them. You're going to have to be able to say that, okay, I don't need that energy around me, and I know what my priorities are. You have to distinguish between, especially when it comes to people, you have to distinguish whether those people are good for you and whether they are not. Never let anyone be your priority if you are only their option. You are constantly making a way for people and trying to do the best that you can. And those people still sit there and say, oh, well, I'm not coming to something. People will show you their true colors when it comes to certain things. I promise you they will, because they may tell you now, oh, you're doing well and I support you and I'm going to be there. But words, people say what they want to say, but they really have to live up to those actions. If they don't look you in your face, if they don't support you, they don't show up for you, then you know where they stand. You know where you stand on their priority list. Do not be anybody's option. You don't have to, if people keep putting you off and making you do things that you shouldn't have to do, showing up for them and they don't care about what you're doing for them or trying to help you out, then don't allow them to do that. It's easy to be able to have that conversation with the person or just cut them off. Again, you got to know what your priorities are. There comes a time when you have to stop crossing oceans for people who won't even jump puddles for you. You have these people around you, and you may not even notice it because, oh no, they're my best friend. Oh no, they're doing this for me. Or they're not there for you. And you see yourself, oh, well, I'm just thinking about them, so maybe I'm going to call them. Or I want to see them, so I'm going to just stop by and bring them like their favorite snack or bring something that they like. You are not obligated to do anything for anybody who won't return the favor. You do not have to do that. So people are constantly trying to tell you to, or trying to make you seem like you have to be with them. You don't. You don't have to do anything. You just have to be able to make sure that you know what is important to you. You have to decide what your highest priorities are and have the courage to pleasantly and non-apologetically say no to other things. The way to do that is having a bigger yes burning inside of you. If you may have times in your life where you don't want to say no to a certain person or a certain thing. You have those temptations. You have those things that come your way and I want to give in. You have that thought, I want to give in. I want to do this. But then you have to also think in your mind, is it helping me get to the place where I need to be? Is it helping me be greater? Is it helping me to be able to do what I have to do to get to my goal, to get to my vision? You have to make sure that you are willing to say no to some things. And no's aren't always easy, but I promise you, when you say no to the things that are going to hinder you, you have that greater yes inside of you to say, yes, I'm going to be what I want to be. Yes, I am at the place where God has put me to be. You have to be able to set those priorities in your life. If you change your priorities, you change your life. It's that simple. The more that you recognize in your life what is important to you and what you need, that is going to be able to be the basis and be able to help you do everything that you need to do. I am glad to those who are watching. And again, if you have any questions or any comments that you want to see, I see Asia on Instagram. She said, yay, Kaylin, thank you for watching. So glad that you're watching. To those who are looking on Facebook right now, that if you waved, if you said hello, I do see it. And I am very appreciative that you are watching. Thank you to those on Instagram who are watching. I really, really believe in priorities. If you can't prioritize your life and set those things straight, how are you supposed to be able to get to where you want to be? You sit here and say, oh, I want to be a great basketball player, or I want to be a doctor, but you have those things in your life that are still hindering you. To be able to get to your goals, you have to set those small goals in your life, because we know we have long-term goals and we have short-term goals. In order to get to that big vision and that big long-term goal, you have to do smaller and smaller steps to get you to that place. Be able to sit and recognize and see who or what is hindering you. Are you somebody's option? Are you their priority? Do you feel like that they are your priority, but you are their option? Do you feel like something in your life is hindering you? Do you feel like you have to be able to cut something off? And it's okay, like I said, it's okay to say no to some things. You're not going to be able to have everything in your life. It's called sacrifice. If you want things in life, you have to sacrifice other things to be able to get to where you need to be. So just remember that as long as something is important to you and as long as you want to go for it, you will find a way to do it. Like I said, if it's important to you, you'll find a way to do it. If it's not, you'll find an excuse and a way to get out. I hope everything that I have said has blessed you, has stuck in your heart. I hope you take this for the rest of your week. If you have those things in your life that you need to take a self-evaluation and see, what are my priorities? What do I need to focus on? Dig deep this week into finding that. Whether you need to alter those things, you need to actually make more priorities, find out what those things are and make sure that it helps you throughout this entire week. I love you all so much. Now, I just remember I forgot to grab something, but I still can tell you about what's going on. So if you saw 2 Sundays ago, we are having the Kaylin's Caring Connection Caring Drive, and with that, we are selling shirts and masks. Now, with those shirts and masks, it has a KCK logo, and you can get it in white, blue, green, pink, or red. And they are phenomenal. They are beautiful. I will make a video later this week showing you all what they look like, so you can go take that purchase. The shirts are 25. The shirts are 20 and the masks are 10. And if you want to get a combo of a shirt and a mask, they are 25. But I promise you, you don't want to miss out because they are so nice. I will show you an example right now. So this is what the masks look like. They're nice. They fit right around here. Good coverage, but it has a KCK logo on it, and they're really cute. You can get this again in white, green, blue, yellow, or pink. You also have the shirt that matches it. You have the red KCK shirt. It matches what is happening, everything. So you have this. If this is the $20, the shirt is $20. The mask is 10. Now again, if you want them together, they are 25. And they have a matching set. If you got your cute Converse, your cute tennis shoes that you want to match up with it, go ahead. I promise you they're amazing. And this is not just something where we're collecting money just to keep. This is for a fundraiser so we can bless as many people throughout the year round, especially when it comes to our bigger events that we do later in the year. And so I hope you are able to just help me get to my goal, help me be able to get to the goal that I want to be able to help as many people. Because again, your donation is like you're helping me as well. You're going on the journey, helping those people, allowing us to be able to bless as many families, as many children for basic necessities on whatever they need. So I do thank you also so much to those who have already purchased. And I will give you your acknowledgement when all of this is over. But I do say thank you to watching. I am very, very grateful for you all, and I hope you have a blessed night. I will be back on next Sunday if the Lord says the same. I love you all, and bye-bye.